If I had a rupee for the number of people who watched this movie with me in a theater, I'd have 1 rupee. Because it was just me in the theater. I'm not joking about this. It was just me in the theater. And yeah, this movie does not live up to the hype at all. Captain America, Brave New World, it's very, very sad indeed. Let's get to a spoiler alert right now. My name is Lee. Now, before we get into it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, comment on this video and let me know your thoughts on this movie. Thumbs up or thumbs down? I'm pretty sure it's a thumbs down. But these are from my end, okay? I'll tell you why I hate this movie. Not hate this movie. Hate's a strong word. But I'll tell you why I dislike this movie. Now, let's talk about the post-credit scene. Now, before we get there, though, let's give a small recap of what's happened in this movie. Spoilers ahead, so do watch it. If you haven't watched this movie, don't bother, to be very honest, because it's not worth wasting your money in theaters. The movie starts off without the Marvel logo, and that honestly felt like a different movie for me completely. Like, I'm always hyped to watch the movie when I see that Marvel logo appear. Like, when I was a kid, I watched it. Even now, I like watching it. And when it didn't come up, I was just like, this is different, okay. That pulls you out of the Marvel mindset, and you're going to this with a very fresh mind, which is also good because you look at it objectively. Now, objectively, this movie isn't good, sadly, because it just feels like a mixture of Captain America's all through, and they just reuse certain elements from the movies. You have very different elements from different movies coming in. You have Mind Control, which is the same as Captain America Winter Soldier. Then you also have, from Civil War, the falling scene of, Rhodey and Iron Man, and the same thing happens, except this time the Falcon falls, and Captain America, Sam Wilson, tries to save him, and it's the same thing. They both get critically injured, and at the end of the day, he's just like laughing, making jokes. Like, it's the same movie, except different parts taken from different movies. And I was like, okay, where's something new? Trust me, if this movie had Hulk in it, it would just be called Hulk Brave New World. In fact, I would watch that movie and pay good money for that too, because Captain America, Sam Wilson, sadly, has no direct role in this movie. He is uncovering a mystery, he's doing everything else. But if you remove him and you put Hulk in the movie, it's gonna be the same thing. Like, there's no difference in the movie. Now we are introduced to the leader, who is Samuel Stearns, and his main motive for creating all of this, mayhem is, as you guessed it, revenge. Just like Baron Zemo in Captain America Civil War, tearing people apart, removing Captain America's image, but this time he's not doing it to Captain America, he's doing it to Thaddeus Ross, who is the president right now. And Thaddeus Ross, in fact, has been, injecting himself with some gamma-radiated pills, which makes him Red Hulk, right? And the main Red Hulk thing is, he gets angrier, he gets hotter. Now, I don't think Sam Wilson, who's not a super soldier, by the way, he doesn't have the super soldier serum, can take on the Hulk in any form or fashion. He can't even come close to it. Like, one punch from that Hulk, whether he is using a shield or not, is going to break his arm. Like, it's impossible to fight the Hulk. Like, even Tony Stark got really, really beaten up, and he had to wear like a massive armor for that. You telling me Sam Wilson, without any of that armor, without any of it, was able to stand with the Hulk? Ridiculous. And the worst part, they got Hulk to calm down by just having a conversation with him. Like, it was not a major fight scene where another Hulk comes in and they fight. It was just Red Hulk and Sam Wilson goes, "Think about your daughter," and he's just like, "Oh, I'm back to normal now." That's the main plot of the entire movie. Nothing really happens. You just find that Thaddeus Ross, who was once the president, is no longer president, and he's in the raft. The raft, the prison that he makes in Civil War to keep enhanced individuals in prison. He's now in that prison, so it's all full cycle for him. But he reconciles with his daughter, so yay! Now, the Celestial has adamantium in it, and that, of course, if you didn't guess it, is what Wolverine is made of, right? His bones and his entire structure is fused with adamantium. And this is the main, crux of it. They're fighting for this resource. That's the whole idea for this movie. Now, this sets up, of course, the mutants. Now, this brings me finally to the post-credit scene. Now, the post-credit scene is Samuel Stearns, who is the leader, who, by the way, they don't show his full, powers in this movie, but he does have telekinesis powers, and he's extremely strong. And he's also a nemesis of the Hulk. So bring me Hulk in this movie. Not Red Hulk. I want the Hulk. I want Bruce Banner fighting him. And I want him to be like Hulk. Like, we finally got to see a little bit of the old Hulk in this movie, but even then, it's max 10 minutes. Just watch the trailer, you have everything there. Okay, so what happens in the post-credit scene? Samuel Stearns, who's the leader, talks to Sam Wilson. He says, "You aren't ready for what's coming next. You think you can survive with these other people in the entire world? They are the ones, who are going to change the world or whatever, essentially." So he's essentially setting up the mutants, the mutant arc in the entire MCU, which we've not seen ever. We only got a little glimpse of it with Deadpool and Wolverine, but then again, that was not really, in the MCU. It's mainly the background of the MCU, right? Not the real world happenings of the MCU. So, mutants, who's going to be playing Wolverine? Who will be playing Charles Xavier? Will we see different characters come in and out? We've seen them in cameos in different movies, but that's about it. So, this is what the movie sets up, and sadly, it does not live up to any of the hype that it's made or talked about at all. Don't watch this movie in theaters. I'm telling you right now, save your money. The trailer is more than enough. Nothing new happens in the trailer. And yeah, that's about it. Even the villain, again, has very corny motives like revenge. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And if you have the fight scene, the last climax of the movie ended with a talk, yeah, that's really not nice at all. Hit me up in the comments and let me know your thoughts on Captain America Brave New World. Is it brave or is it just the old story retold once again? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and comment below as well. Catch you later on Spoiler Alert next week.
94.3 Radio 1.